Way, we're back here once again.
Sad Party Podcast, coming at you.
How are you, Mitch?
I am very well, mate. Very
good.
well.
It's been happening.
Well, not too much. We had a bit of a weather phenomenon last week. It was raining sideways, absolutely raining sideways. I was coming home from work and it was literally like the sky looked like it was falling down.
Yeah.
What were you doing that day? You know, it was like Wednesday.
Yeah. Was it Wednesday? I can't remember.
Thursday, and it was just 150 kilometre an hour winds, just insanity. After it had just been 40 degrees.
Yeah, it's weird. Oh, now I remember. Yeah, I was supposed to have a flying lesson. Clearly didn't go.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't have went well.
It'd be an exploding and dying lesson instead.
So I was driving home and literally... Oh, no. I went to Woolworths in Cooey Rup, as I do on the way home.
Yeah.
Generally, I go there and pick up a snack or something.
Go there and watch some heads.
And I walked in and it was hot and I was inside and then the power goes out in Woolworths and I'm like, what is going on? Like the power's going out in there. It's like flickering. It's like, oh Jesus, like I might have to start grabbing shit because we're never going to be able to eat again. People are getting all panicked.
You thought it was like, this is the end?
Yeah, that's right. I thought it was like some sort of like
apocalypse.
Yeah, an apocalypse type situation.
Yeah.
And anyway, like the power came back on, it went off again, then came back on, and I got my shit and paid it. And I looked out the front of the store and it is fucking raining sideways. Like absolute raining sideways. And I'm like, fuck, I have to go for it. Like I have to get back to my car, otherwise I can't get home. So I grabbed my little shopping bag and I walked to my car, which was only like 50 feet away. And it looked like someone had literally just tipped a bucket of water on my head. I was a drowned rat. And then I'm driving home and it's 60 k's an hour on the highway, which is 100.
Yeah.
And everyone, you can't see. Like the windscreen wipers are just going wide open and it's just a disaster. And then the traffic stops. I'm like, oh shit, someone's had a crash. And there was like 100 trees down on the highway. Like, it was just insane.
You know, funny you should say that. On the way here tonight, the reason I'm here so late is there was a tree down across the highway on the way here. I don't know why.
Another one?
It hasn't been that bad. Like, it's rained a lot today. But yeah, there's another tree down probably about 10 k's up the road from here.
I don't know what... very weak roots out here. I don't know.
Sad Party, the weak roots of podcasts.
And then, just after that happened, there was a bushfires just down the road.
Oh, Jesus.
So, if it's not raining and wet to death, it'll be fire to death.
How good's Australia?
Yeah, what a great country.
Oh, jeez. Well, my oldest had his first week of school this week.
Oh, how'd he go?
Yeah, he loving it. He's really awesome. He's a nerd like me, so it's fine. And it's funny because I was looking at him.
So he gets picked on?
He was there and he's all excited and he's all loving it and I'm like, he's all full of energy. And I'm like, I think it's because he's still young. Like, he's 5, so he's not beaten down by having to like work and have bills and a mortgage and that sort of stuff. And I'm
he's
like,
not really into smoking weed. And
I was talking to the wife about it. I'm like, I think like because young kids. I was listening to a scientist named David Sinclair. He talks about, it was on Rogan's podcast. And he talks about longevity and trying to live forever and reduce your age genetically and this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And he was talking about like young people's blood. The DNA has longer telomeres on the strands and that sort of stuff. And I thought, I've got 2 healthy young kids at home, full of healthy young blood.
harvest them.
Oh, not necessarily harvest. That sounds a bit hard. But if I just take some of their blood and just bank it for myself, because they'll be compatible with me.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to make myself live longer.
Well,
by taking their blood.
Are you sure? Are we compatible with you?
What's that? Yeah. Oh, no. Well, actually, my kids are cute, so they might have actually been
that's
mine.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm like,
exactly. The wife might have been going elsewhere. Like, I'll say it's Dao's, but I want cute kids. But, and it's funny because I was talking to my mum and dad about it. Did I tell you that my dad had a kidney transplant?
no.
Yeah, my mum gave my dad a kidney.
Oh,
Dad's kidneys
That's
were
if that's not love, I don't know what love is.
Well, Dad's kidneys were stuffed, and he's like just got this problem with his kidneys. His kidneys just get worse and worse.
Oh, and
it
at
was
least,
down to
because he married your mum, he owns her, so he's got extra parts.
We got
right?
down to 10% function in his kidneys, and turns out they were a tissue match, so she was able to give him a kidney because Mum's really healthy.
Yeah.
And I thought about it. That means Dad has got some of Mum's DNA in her now. If they had done that before I was born, technically I'd be inbred. I was like, they'd share DNA, and then it started getting me thinking about transplants, because obviously the cells in the transplanted organ get replaced over time by normal bloody cellular rejuvenation and regeneration and that sort of stuff. I thought, I wonder how long it takes for the DNA to get out of, like someone else's DNA to get out of you. And then I was thinking about with blood transplants and that sort of stuff. And then I thought, I don't know, I just found that really interesting. Started wondering about DNA, but I'm too stupid to understand it.
No,
It's good.
Yeah, if you can just comprehend that it's strange to have your mum's kidney in your dad, that's about all you need to gather.
Exactly. So I think about like because I read a lot of science fiction nerdy books and stuff. I think about time travel ripples and that. I'm like, there's like a ripple back through time and of them sharing DNA, and that explains why me and my brother are the way we are. We go back and trace our family stump. Anyway, so I think we're here to do the quiz.
Yes, Sad Party Podcast, we do the quiz.
Yeah, sounds awesome.
A bit sidetracked, but
yeah,
we got there anyway.
Oh, hi guys, we're here to do the quiz. What quiz have I got? I've actually forgot that we were recording. We were just talking. Yeah. I got a quiz here. It's from a while ago. It's from January 9th, 2019. Alright, I'm going to start.
Alright, let's do it.
What was the first country to host the FIFA Women's World Cup twice?
Uruguay.
Uruguay? I'm going to say Australia. I know nothing about soccer.
Okay.
FIFA's soccer, isn't it?
It is.
Alright. United States.
Damn. Really?
Yep.
They're not that big into soccer, though.
Well, must be pretty big into women's soccer.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously women's soccer.
Number 2. What is the official currency of Malta?
The Maltese ruble.
I was going to say Maltesers. I saw raspberry Maltesers on the way here.
No way. And you didn't buy them?
No, I don't like you, so I didn't want to bring you anything good.
Fuck you.
Official currency of Malta. I'm going to say the American dollar.
I'll say the euro.
The euro? Okay, let's see. Oh, you're right. It's the euro.
Yes.
Number 3.
Genius.
Jenna Maroney is one of the main characters in which TV sitcom?
30 Rock.
I've never watched 30 Rock, but I reckon it's... No idea.
I know it's 30 Rock.
You know it's 30 Rock? Alright, it's 30 Rock.
Which is based on 30 Rockefeller
Yes.
Square or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Square? Is it a square or a plaza?
Lane. I'm not sure.
Rockefeller Zone.
We haven't had one of these sorts of questions before, but I'm not going to get the answer. Number 4. The musical scale of D major has how many sharps?
Generally, if you have a major D, there's not too much sharp going on, but...
So
how many sharps it has in the scale? Is that what it's saying? How many sharps in the scale of D major?
This must be so annoying for people into music. The musical scale of D major has how many sharps?
Why do I even get you to rewrite? I have no fucking idea what the answer is.
I'm going to say 8 at a guess.
I'm going to say 4.
Alright, let's see. 2. So, yeah.
Well, wrong. Definitely wrong.
Alright. Which 2 of Disney's 7 dwarves have 5-letter names? Dopey and... Fisty?
Fisty.
I don't know. Dopey...
Oh, what's the other one?
Dopey...
Snowy?
Snowy? I don't think there's a Snowy.
Yeah, Snowy White and the 7. Sleepy, Grumpy...
Sneezy...
Sneezy...
Cokey...
Yeah, Cokey's he's a new
He's the
one.
sneezy
He's
one.
a new one.
I don't know.
Oh.
Dopey?
We should rename this podcast as Screaming into Your Phone the Answers.
This is one that the wife would probably know.
So what is that? Sleepy, Snoozy...
Snoozy?
No. Oh,
Sneezy.
Sleepy, Sneezy.
I think Sleepy and Snoozy would be the same one.
Yeah.
I know there's Dopey.
Yeah, Dopey's one. I'm going to say there's 2.
Yeah, it says which two of Disney's 7 dwarves. I don't know. Dopey and something else.
I don't care.
Who cares? Dopey and Happy. Oh, should have got that.
Why would we get happy?
Well, I'm going to give us half.
We're the 2 fucking saddest people out.
I'm going to give us half a point for that one because we got Dopey. Number 9. The northern part of the Malay Peninsula has a western coastline on which sea?
The Malay Peninsula.
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
Malay is in Malaysia. M-A-L-A-Y.
Oh, Malaysia,
yeah.
right. Malaysia Peninsula.
Has a western coastline on which sea? What's over to the west of Australia? Because that'd be almost the same one.
Yeah. Oh, the Indian Ocean, but that's that sort of direction. but it's not a sea. Baltic? Is that a thing?
No,
Baltic Sea is over in Europe somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're gonna get. We'll eventually.
Timor Sea. I'm gonna say the Timor Sea.
That sounds good. That sounds really good. But you can have it. I wouldn't have got it.
Right. It's not. It's the Andaman Sea.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it either. Have now.
That Timor Sea would have been a good answer to jump on though.
Yeah.
I didn't. But
Number 7. Which iconic band released the 2014 album The Endless River?
well, it's fucking impossible, isn't it?
Sounds like U2, maybe.
Does sound a bit like
It does sound like something pretentious that U2 would come up with.
Douchebag Bono would have
He's
said,
talking
"Oh
about-
yeah, no, let's the endless sea,
Bono's just named it after the money that comes into him.
Yeah,
It's just an endless river.
endless river of money and."
I'm
douche."
going U2. Who are you going?
They said a band.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Iconic band.
That narrows it down. 2014.
Yeah.
Endless river.
At this stage, I guess no matter what, it's just going to be a guess.
Yeah. Whitney Houston and the Gimme Gimmes.
Alright, so I'm going U2 and you're going Whitney Houston and the Gimme Gimmes. Okay.
Have you never heard that?
Pink Floyd.
Oh yeah. What? In 2014?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, Jesus.
You've never heard of Whitney Houston and the Gimme Gimmes?
That's a punk band.
Yeah, Whitney Houston like puts her hair in a mohawk and like wears like leather and shit.
Yeah, they used to tour with Real Big Fish.
Yeah, and
That's
Rancid.
Yeah. Number 8. The dissolution of the Soviet Union was formally enacted during which decade? I'm going to say the 70s.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to say the 80s.
Alright, let's have a look. The 90s. Jesus.
They had a good run. Had a good run.
Number 9. True or false?
Have you seen the Seinfeld episode where Elaine's dating Ned Isakov, the communist?
I think I have, but I can't remember it.
Yeah, that's a classic. I watched a lot of Seinfeld. You got Netflix?
Yeah.
Have you got Stan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the
It's on there.
go-to
I'll
show.
watch it.
It's the go-to show. I watch all the time.
It is
Seinfeld's
good.
great.
It is good.
It is great.
Number 9.
Probably the best show ever created. I would say.
Have you watched Arrested Development?
Actually, no. I've tried it.
Yeah.
I did like it. I like it's got David Cross in it. He's good.
First few episodes of the first season are a bit slow, and then it starts to pick up momentum. And it just
It's
gets
quite
so
good.
stupid.
But
I like it because Gareth Reynolds writes on the last season. He writes for him, but I haven't watched the last season yet.
Oh yeah, that's good. I like it. I like the old seasons because he hasn't written on it yet, but he will write on it at some point.
Shut up and answer the question. Number 9. True or false? Rafael Nadal won the Aussie Open in 2009. They said Australian Open. I just ad-libbed and called it Aussie Open.
Yeah, that's probably the most Australian thing you've done all day. Yeah, he did. Yeah, true.
He did? I would have probably guessed true because I know he's won heaps of stuff. So I'll say true. Yeah, true.
Look at us go.
Number 10. The Tierra del Fuego archipelago is divided between which two countries?
Mexico
And
Cuba.
Cuba's an island. So an archipelago.
Two countries.
Yeah.
What the hell is an archipelago? I know there's like a
Archipelago is like a...
There's like an archipelago tortoise.
It's like a mini noodle hanging off a country.
Oh yeah, like the boot.
Yeah. I'm going to say... What's that one? Have you seen American Made? Tom Cruise?
I try to avoid Tom Cruise.
So do I.
At all costs.
So do I, but that's an awesome movie. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff to do with that area. As far as I can tell, it's that area. I'm going to guess... I'm going to guess Mexico and Colombia? No, Colombia's bolted to the South America. I don't know.
I like how you referred to countries that are touching each other as bolted to.
They are bolted. When our
creator
and overlord made the world 6,000 years ago,
he just had some parts left in the
it-
shed and
tech
knocked her
screws. I don't know. I think we're just going to
So
be
they're
guessing.
screwed together, not bolted
We're
together.
completely wrong anyway. It's Chile and Argentina.
Oh yeah.
Number 11. Which two states only had one team each in the 2018 Suncorp Super Netball season?
2 states.
Yeah, which two states only had one team? I'm going to say ACT and Northern Territory.
I will say Tasmania and Western Australia.
So we're going complete opposite. Western Australia, South Australia. So we were like wrong.
Close.
Last but not least.
At least I got one of them.
A Tom Cruise question.
Really?
Number 12. Who directed the 1993 movie The Firm starring Tom Cruise? I know this one.
Do you?
Yeah.
The Firm.
The Firm.
Is it a lawyer movie?
No, it's a movie about fruit. Picking the right fruit.
Squeezing avocados in.
Exactly. It's about picking the wrong avocado.
You got to squeeze everything in the fruit section, don't you? You have to squeeze everything. I had to squeeze a lettuce to see if the lettuce is...
You did
judge
not.
the lettuce.
No, you did not have to squeeze a lettuce. No lettuce squeezing is ever necessary. It's lettuce. Lettuce is stupid anyway. Go buy spinach instead. Lettuce is for idiots.
Well, I had to squeeze it to see if it was firm.
Had to squeeze it and go, oh, this isn't spinach. So I better go get something else. Lettuce is a stupid food for stupid people. I'll eat it, but spinach over lettuce any day of the week.
You see some absolute weapons in supermarkets.
Yeah.
And I'll save my story for the next podcast. So I have a very good story about a freak that I saw in Woolworths. Inky, we're up again.
Well, let's hurry up and finish this stupid podcast.
Alright, so
we do another stupid
what was
one.
the question about Tom Cruise?
Yeah, about Tom Cruise. What's his favourite avocado?
Hass. A Hass avocado.
Hass, but I'm going to say Sidney Pollack. It was who directed the 93 movie The Firm. I'm sure it was Sidney Pollack.
Hass avocados. It's
Sidney Pollack. It's not Hass avocados. Alright, well we did what can only be determined as utter garbage on that one. I gave us each half a point for the stupid dwarves. And so we got 2.5 points each. I think that's...
Is that all we got?
Yep, 2.5 points each.
5 total out of... Well, 20.
But we got... One of them we both got right and one of them we both got half a point. So all up we really got 3.5 between us.
But if we did these exact same questions again, I think we could nearly get 6. Or 7.
I think we'd be pushing it. Anyway, so that's been fun. So yeah, this has been Sad Party.
Are you sure it was fun?
Yeah, I think it was fun.
I'll have to look at you the whole time. Is there a way we can sit on a 45 so I don't have to look directly at you?
Just sit back to back like we're doing a duel, but we just never walk away from each other.
Yeah, like we're playing battleships or something.
Exactly. So anyway, this has been Sad Party. Send us an email and tell us how crap it was. What's our email address again?
sadpartypodcast@gmail.com.
That's the one. Yes. As soon as you said it, I remembered it. Or did I remember it, or did I just know it after you said it?
Yeah, it could have been a confirmation of what you might have already thought.
And anyway, next time Mitch is going to tell us about someone crazy at the supermarket for a change. I think
there's a legitimate freak. You have to keep listening.
Yeah, good. Yep, good. Cheers.
But you'll probably, to be fair, our listeners are a bit fucked up. They're probably the same. Regardless, next episode, I'll tell you about it.
Shut up, Mitch. No one cares.